move some windows about, and then we should be good. Let's see. Alright. Let's go forward with some Darwinia. Some absolutely freaking adorable Darwinia. Give me just a moment, actually. I'm going to send out... Wow. Delete that tweet. I don't know why that's still talking about something completely unrelated. Huh. That's weird that it keeps having the, well, whatever. Who else can I send this to? Alright, let me show you guys Darwinia. This is a game about a computer program, which you will see exactly what is involved with the game itself once we get inside. Who the hell are you? How did you get in here? I thought I'd terminated all external connections. Okay, fine. If you're going to stay, you can at least make yourself useful. Take some time to get your bearings and help me wipe out this red virus. If you get stuck, press H and I'll give you some tips. So. The game itself, unfortunately, is a bit loud. If I can't do something about that. I don't think I can, though. I can do something about that for you guys, though. Desktop audio, set that a little higher. And back into the game. Alright. So, welcome to Darwinia. This is a game about these guys. These are the Darwinians. They are an autonomous race of stick people that live inside of the Darwinian Project, which is a program that we have hacked our way into. Hey, dragon! Boop! But, this is an absolutely adorable little race and little game. But, the problem is that they come under a virus, and it is my duty to help make sure that they stay alive. I thought I heard them freaking out or something. The Darwinians themselves currently cannot defend themselves. The doctor who created them, Dr. Sepulveda, has not given them any weapons. Mostly because he didn't want a race of people that fought. Why do I keep hearing There's not shit like that, is there? Is it? Let me see. I can still lower that. How about now, Dragon? Doing any better? Doing better? It's a bit better. I'll keep messing with the sound options. There's gotta be something. I feel like there used to be a sound setting, but I don't know where they put it. It's not gonna be under graphics or screen, but whatever. If nothing else, we'll just open the volume mixer and turn the program itself down. Turn that down to 50%. That's better. I think from there we can turn the sound up a little bit in OBS. Alright, we'll see if that works. Still some finagling to do with some games. Okay, awesome. But, one of the cool things is this was, I think, one of the original projects of Introversion Software. The people who did Prison Architect. Unfortunately, it did not get much attention at the time. It was 2005, and there were other games coming out that the gaming community was really excited about. So Darwinia did not get much attention, which sucks because, oh my god, this is such a great little strategy game, and such a cool concept. I would have loved to see Introversion be able to take Darwinia and go even further with it. And actually create, like, a better AI for the Darwinians themselves, or, I don't know, just make a new, amazing world. Now, they did make another game in the series, I should say, but, it's not much to talk about. Oh, shit, there's Darwinians over here. That's what they're freaking out about. I didn't even realize there were Darwinians all the way over there. But, Multiwinia was a multiplayer Darwinian game. But it's not something I would necessarily run home and talk about. It wasn't bad from what I've seen. In fact, it's got very positive reviews on Steam. It's just still not something I was ever concerned about. And from what I understand, it still wasn't as good as Darwinia itself was. Mostly because it didn't have a huge story to it. It was sort of an ongoing tale kind of thing. Like one where every battle that took place was the story of the world at that point. But it's not exactly storytelling, you know? You may have noticed the viri leaving little red things behind when you killed them. Those are digital DNA, digital souls, if you'll excuse the term. Every living creature in Darwinia has its own digital soul. Originally they were intended for the Darwinians, but the virus has swallowed most of them up by now. Before we can sort this out, we need to get out of this location. What I need you to do here is open up this trunk port for me. Got a standard control tower nearby, so you can send one of your engineers to reprogram it, and then you'll be able to use it. Guys back into position. Start fighting. Fortunately, taking some of these spots can be a little bit of a challenge. In fact, one of those create another squad so that both of them can go in and back each other up. Fortunately, the virus has decided to start attacking all of these guys. And of course, whenever the virus kills something, it actually produces another viri. Which, if you send a whole bunch of things to go attack a virus mound and lose the fight, can actually mean you've got a harder fight now. The squads are not as amazing on their own, but they still, together, are much more powerful since they can auto-fire. Now we leave the location. I'm sorry if I was rude to you on that island. I've had my hands full for the past few hours. My name is Dr. Sepulveda, and I'm the creator of the Darwin Digital Life Project. I would normally welcome you to Darwinia and show you around, but I'm afraid things have gone a bit wrong today, and we'll have to give the guided tour a miss. I need you to help me open up some more of the infected locations. The containment location is sort of a hub for me. please go to that location, and I'll explain more when we're connected. When the viral outbreak occurred, I had a lot of trouble getting it under control. I had no choice but to shut down the trunk port gate system that connects each location in Darwinia. This is the only place where I was able to hold my ground against the virus. The double shield at this location acts as a fantastic barrier. I've highlighted the 3 disabled trunk ports on this island. You'll need to open all of them. Once opened, the trunk ports will give us access to a number of important locations for later. But really, this is the important bit. These guys are the Darwinians. Little Mark. I've spent the better part of the last decade nurturing these fellows, and I'm very proud of them indeed. If the virus had its way, they'd all be dead already, but I've managed to save a few of them. There have been over 10,000 generations of Darwinians, and the loss in AI research alone would be unthinkable. They're an astonishing act of creation. Each and every Darwinian has his own digital soul which occupies his body during life and returns to the central repository after death. You'll need to help me rebuild their numbers. I'll help you out as you go. For now, start clearing out the viral infection outside the shielded area. Hold off on the engineer. As you can see, we're getting introduced to some new types of Darwinians, the centipedes, and I believe the breeders are around as well. Yep. So there's the centipedes and there's the breeders. The breeders fly around making eggs which hatch into viri. They are only affected by grenades, which means you got to, that's fine, Dragon, have a good one. Which means you gotta launch grenades out when they're, laying an egg, and blow them the fuck up. Whereas the centipedes can be affected by lasers. What you doing, Dragon? Ah, thank you, Dragon. Appreciate it. Have a good one, man. I'll see you later tonight at the, at Lady D's stream. Of course, as you play the game, Dr. Sepulveda is constantly researching, and so he improves all of your little weapons, and can even improve the Darwinians too. As we get research, we'll unlock more projects for him to work on, but I need you to upgrade the squad again. Actually, no. I need you to upgrade the engineer. Engineer is upgraded. I will be happy to have them upgrade the grenade so that its range increases. I can reach. I might be able to kill some of them. Hey, we can get some of them. Reaching that area for us later. We spawn an engineer to save some of these souls. Figure out a little bit and then set these guys automatic, because they'll target, I think they'll target multiple different things, and then bring another set of squaddies up here. Oh shit. Or that can show up. That's an option too. You need to run. Second squad to come in. Thankfully, the only resource in this game is digital souls, and the only thing you spend them on is taking them to spawners so that you can spawn Darwinians. Eventually, we'll also get an officer who can direct Darwinians, and we can even upgrade the Darwinians to have weaponry. We can give them lasers, and we can give them grenades so that they can defend themselves. Slow. I don't know if the research is timed or based on the number of kills I get, or like how they decide that. It's always been a mystery. Like sometimes things will finish really quickly, sometimes they'll take a bit. Cool. Definitely need grenades. It's not gonna help me to blow up my own squads. Of course. The centipedes aren't usually that difficult, but I bumped up the difficulty. Usually when I play this, I just play this to have fun. So, I usually set it on the lowest difficulty, but I bumped it up to, what I would consider normal difficulty, rather than putting it on max. I love this, like, single tree right here. Now we've got to get 100 Darwinians into this area. That's one of our objectives. 150. As well as enabling all the trunk ports. I'm not going to do Darwinia for too long. There's some other games I want to play, but I really wanted to have this and show it to people. Because this game definitely did not get the attention that it deserves when it came out in 2005. It's more of a cult classic at this point, but I really, really would love for Introversion to come back to Darwinia. I don't think that my tiny little viewership is going to convince them of doing so, but you know, it would be awesome if it could happen. Caught between the lasers and die. Now, the terrifying thing about the centipedes is that if you don't manage to kill them, as you're going through with them, then they will regrow themselves. Absolutely fuck you up. In fact, multiple centipede segments will turn into more centipedes. Still not much research progress. Where did I leave that engineer? Engineer, don't get too close to that wall. That wall will kill you if you get too close to it. Up slowly, and then bring you guys forward. Don't want to just charge forward like I was doing. Cleared this area out, then I can get an engineer to come in. There we go. Okay, first, one of those, get another engineer coming. And you come on up here. Hopefully we can save some more of these souls and get a bunch of Darwinians out. Slowly but surely, little Darwinians will pop out of the incubator. This building is an incubator. You can use engineers to carry spirits here, which will then be reborn into more Darwinians. For the time, this is how we will rebuild the Darwinian population. Unfortunately, I designed the system so that the Darwinians have their own free will, which means we can't directly control them like we do with the squad. But there are ways we can influence them indirectly. Carry on clearing up the infection and harvesting the spirits. I'll get back to you. I believe this is the officer research. Still plodding along with that. Luckily, we've saved, what, 30 right here? But, I think 30 minutes of Darwinia is enough. I will play this again on a future stream, but I want to play something else as well. So once we leave a location, it will save a state of the game automatically, so we don't have to worry about that. However, let's see. Let us Give me just a moment while I figure out another game to play. Might do some Deadfall adventures. Or I could continue with Darkwood. That would be pretty good. Yeah, we'll continue with Darkwood. So we'll leave Darwinia. And pull up Streamlabs OBS. Editor. Game capture. Change it over to Darkwood. Turn the volume up a little bit for you guys. Move the screen around and pop some things up for myself. There we go. That should be good. Oh, and change the stream info. And I will actually restart the stream. So, be right back.